All right, and welcome to another episode of the 0-1 Shootout here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Rubin coming to you from the Noodles position in Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minderz. And this is already going way better than yesterday, Minderz.
It's so much better than yesterday.
Yesterday was a bad day.
Last night was fine. About 8 when we had our 8:30 one, it went fine.
Yeah.
Without a hitch.
Yeah. Before that, anything you could imagine going wrong was going wrong.
We're getting a new T-shirt out of it, even.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you still have them?
Should we have done a Tim Bill salute to?
Yeah, they're finally dead. They're dead. I've never seen you fling something across the room that hard.
Yeah. Actually, they're both messed up. So, yeah, this headset died a miserable death last night.
It sure did.
And not by anything I did. It just broke off in my hand.
You were not happy.
I was displeased, I think is a good way to look at it. But
that's an understatement.
Everything got figured out. Everything is good. We had a really fun chat with the grappler last night.
And discussed nothing else. We just had our interview.
It was just the interview, yeah.
It was so good, too.
So we've talked about we're doing our watch-along of the Great American Bash 1990 tomorrow night in lieu of watching a debate between two politicians I could care less about. But I think, Minderz, why don't we just weave in some of the things we were going to talk about last night into the opening of that tomorrow?
We can do that.
We talked about doing a bonus thing today. I don't have the energy.
I don't either. So we'll just do it tomorrow. We'll have the boys on tomorrow too, so it'll be fine. Watch out, Reb Minderz.
You and I were both there when he bent the frying pan.
Yes, we were.
It was very impressive.
It was.
I wonder how much money Ron Simmons made off of that, because he was taking
probably
bets
quite a bit.
The whole time. All right, well, Minderz, we have no guest this week. It's just you and me.
We got way too much going on this past weekend. Too much was going on this past weekend. I haven't recovered from last
We had a triple shot to deal with this weekend.
And you only made it a double. I made it a triple.
I made it to two of them. You made it to all three. So hats off to you.
Still not sure how, but I did.
Yeah. It was a fun weekend. It was a hot weekend.
And provided fun entertainment on the way home from Edgeville Saturday. Edgewood. That was so much fun. I might have to start doing that all the time because that's hilarious. Yes.
Oh my goodness. So
yes. Hey, don't we have a message from our buddy?
Oh yes, we have our usual business to get into here.
I haven't listened to it, so I'm interested.
I haven't either.
What he has to say. But hey, before we go any further, happy birthday to the chairman, Jordan Perry.
Yeah. Happy belated to Dallas Preacher. He had, I think yesterday was his birthday.
Yep, yesterday was his birthday.
It's a birthday week of low lives this week.
And happy premature birthday to Jimmy Carrot, because his birthday is Friday.
Ah, okay. Happy birthday to all. And
I don't know if there's anybody else's.
I couldn't tell you. You pay more attention to this stuff than I do, so.
Well, that's just because I've been around for long enough that I've got it figured out now. But hey, let's listen. Let's quit rambling and get to our.
All right, let's hear from our buddy Dallas Preacher here.
Hello, Sinners and 0-1 Shootout fans. It's your boy Dallas Preacher coming at you yet again with another fun fact of the week. And this week's fun fact comes to us by way of the wrestling video game category and features what is, in my opinion, the best ever WCW video game ever made. WCW versus NWO Revenge. Now, you may ask why I believe that this is the best WCW video game ever made, and I personally believe the reason for that is because it features a Royal Rumble mode in which you can turn off the over-the-top eliminations, turn off the disqualifications, and wade out into the crowd and grab weapons for them and bash your opponents mercilessly until they are unconscious. And that makes for hours and hours of fantastic playtime. and it also pretty much made up my childhood and might be one of the reasons why I am in fact so violent. This week's fun fact has been brought to you by yours truly, Dallas Preacher.
You didn't get a chance to get the intro or the outro on there, did you?
I did, and I thought I put the right video on there, but
I was like, where's our song? Why did it just start? It's all right, Reb. We'll forgive you. It's been a hell of a week. Hey, and I just looked it up. We got 2 more birthdays coming up, but it probably would have been better for the other show. But it's okay. Johnny Poke's birthday is Saturday.
Big Poke.
And Sam Knight's birthday is the 1st.
Hey,
it's on Monday. So.
Our buddy, damn right, Sam Knight.
Yeah. Which I know most of the people on the show know who Sam Knight is. So
oh, yeah.
It's all good.
As they should.
Yes. Awesome. Everybody should know who Sam Knight is.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Minderz, let's wait no longer. We got to start at the beginning on Friday. You and Bari went to the Villas of Hollybrook in Charleston, Illinois for the Paint the Town Purple event, being run by Devontae Knox. And first impressions.
He put on a real good show. But it's really hard for him to stay heel or stay like a bad guy when everybody there wanted to cheer for him.
Yeah. I don't know about you. I was tickled when you told me about all of the old folks that were watching him in his skivvies.
Oh, the little old ladies were having a blast. They were just like, you could see the smiles across their faces as they're watching, and I was like, this is great.
Yeah, I told you, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall Monday when he went back to work.
But yeah, it was a good show. It was a good start to my Friday, to my weekend. Had some quite interesting. Yeah, it started out with a little confrontation between Devontae and Kenny. Kenny came out.
Got to build up that main event.
Yeah, and Devontae kind of got into it with his boss because his boss is the one that hit him with cake in the face. Right. And so there was a little bit of that. And then everybody that won at this show got a trophy.
What?
Every person that won got a trophy. They got a little trophy.
So, like Japan.
But Devontae got a big trophy.
Oh, yeah. That's marvelous.
So it kicked off with Luminary and Miss Royale.
Shalance.
Thank you, Shalance. She sings during her matches.
Like just
opera.
During the match? Just burst into song?
Yes. Like just burst into notes during her song.
Like Aiden English used to.
Yeah, kind of. And it was like she'd start singing and I was like, oh, okay then. Okay. But she didn't fall for any of the Luminaries.
Jacques Henry.
So they tried. As
they do.
That was all my job, not my idea. Oh, the trophies.
The only trophy Devontae needs is that belt around his waist.
He still got it after defending it 3 times this weekend.
Man, if we did a good hoot and good Judy on this show, Minderz, I think Devontae would have to get it just for the workload that he went through.
It was like 8 matches this week.
There was almost 8 matches on Sunday.
Right, exactly.
He was involved in. Well, we'll get to that later on. We're still talking about Friday here.
We'll get to that. So then we had Chan and Anakin. Anakin
talk
came
about
out.
Anakin's attire because you sent me a picture.
He was in Garfield gear. It was so great. He had on Garfield shorts with a Garfield tank top. He even carried Garfield out to the ring. Garfield was giving high fives around the ring. It was so fun.
Because what else would you wear to a Paint the Town Purple than bright orange?
Orange, right? But Garfield tried to take Chan out a couple times. Chan took a bump to the outside. Chan was outside the ring, and Garfield went flying over the top rope and attacked him. So Chan went down to the ground, and I'm sure it was rough on some of the guys because they were on concrete. There was no pads out there,
Oh,
and it was like
oh,
driveway concrete. So anybody that took a bump to the outside, more power to you, kids. Because surprised you weren't tore up more than you were.
right.
So, but Chan won that. So Chan was pretty excited about his trophy.
How could this happen with a very able competitor like Anakin Murphy?
Garfield kind of spoiled it for Anakin, so he wasn't
Gar-
mad at Garfield though. He wasn't mad. He wasn't mad.
Can't get mad at a cat. Cats are wonderful.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Okay. Um. Next up, I'm watching the scroll because I Theo DLC and Chris Cutler.
Mm-hmm.
It was a typical triple threat. You kind of knew. Oh, the pile driver. That's right. There was a pile driver. Chan pile drove Anakin.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, so back to Theo DLC and Cutler.
Cutler.
I mean, it was a 3-man match. You know how I feel about 3-man matches. It was entertaining, but
Yeah.
it was what it was. And Theo, of course, pulled
Right
out
guy
the
won.
victory. Yep. Now we get to O'Reilly and Malkin.
Oh boy, I don't know. How could you root against anyone in this match, Minderz?
Well, I gotta hold the cowbell.
Yeah.
He actually, Joey called me up and said, "Here, hold the cowbell." And then he looked at Malkin and he said, "BA, if you really want that cowbell, you got to go steal it from her." And Malkin just looked at me. He says, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "It's a public place.
It's a free show.
Thank you."
You're not going to pass up a free show within driving distance,
right? So anyway,
so talk about the match though, Malkin and O'Reilly.
It was hard hitting. It was every bit of what we thought it was going to be. If we get to see that again, like at one of the 0-1 shows, it's well worth it. So well worth it. BA so badly had to keep his middle finger down, and he was not happy about it. Especially, you could see him walking around the ring, and especially when Joey called me up to get the cowbell, and he just looks at me, and I'm like, he kept doing one.
He was twitching,
Please.
like he was.
Yeah, he was twitching that he wanted to do it so bad. But there was that. Then and then O'Reilly won, obviously. Clover versus Hellboy the Bellboy. The Glitch. He's really not happy with me. After I called him Hellboy the Bellboy that entire day.
Brought a sign Saturday.
I did bring a sign Saturday. But yeah, he's really not happy with me. And I mean, it was what it was. Glitch tried to use the
game controller.
Yeah, at the beginning, and it was the right person won. The right person won.
I stand by the Power Glove as a much more effective weapon in a wrestling match than an Xbox controller.
Well, he won't listen to us, so what do you do? We've tried. We've tried so many times.
Yeah.
And then we had our main event, which was Devontae and Kenny Calix for the title.
Kenny's quest for 3 belts began on Friday.
It did, and I'm kind of kicking myself because AJ, the more I thought about it, the more I should have done the sign. It was a good match. I mean, you knew it was going to be a good match when you see it, Calix and Devontae.
Yes.
They did really well. Calix broke out this new, almost like a curb stomp, but they're standing up and he uses his knee instead to drive their face into the.
I saw him use it on Saturday.
Yeah. So it's
very cool.
It's very cool. So Devontae won, not with no problems from the outside, even though Theo was out there. I mean, that didn't happen.
I would question you, but I don't want to rile up the champ.
We'll just put it this way. If the ref didn't see it, it's not cheating. So
that's true.
We had our 2 favorite refs Friday. Brad Smithson and
Bradley Todd.
Bradley Todd.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to talk about Bradley here in a minute because he had a busy night Saturday.
He did. Well, see, I got to hear most of Saturday. I was back a ways and
Yeah, I sat in the hot box. You know, it was toasty. But my young friend that was sitting next to me let me borrow his portable fan, so I was quite comfortable, to be honest with you.
well, that was nice of him. We sat
I
out
wish I
on the
remembered his
edge.
name. But
Oh, we lost DJ at one point.
oh yeah, little DJ, she's a flight risk.
She is a flight risk.
But you
We
found
were
a whole different DJ at the end of the night.
oh my goodness.
You were a security blanket to children everywhere, Minderz.
Apparently I am. Apparently. And I'm a terrible influence, so I'm not sure how well this is all going to work out. But all in all, yes, Saturday's show was really good. We were back home before 7.
You mean Friday?
Or Friday, yeah. Friday we were back home before 7. It was a nice little show. I mean, there wasn't anything that made me roll my eyes too much other than Hellboy the Bellboy. And that's par for the course, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a whole lot more. We'll get into more of the other because I don't retain when I watch as well as I would like to most of the time. So I can watch it and I'm like, huh. And
Yeah.
it's like, but I'm not going to take notes while I'm watching because if I do that, then I'm going to miss something. So
I usually don't take notes. I just make a list of who won so we can.
I did that. I sent it to you as it was
You
going
did?
along.
And I
Well,
put it on
Bari
the
and I
call.
both did. Yeah, Bari and I both did. I'm not going to leave Bari out of this because
Bari's a valuable part of the team.
he is a valuable part of the team. So, and so is AJ. But
Yes, he is. All right. Well, Minderz, let's move on to Saturday here. Saturday Night Explosion. We did not go for the parade beforehand. We just basically went for the wrestling show and the fireworks.
Yep. Which I was okay with because it was a little warm.
It was toasty. Yeah.
A little warm.
I was sweating through my shirt.
You know what, though? We had a pretty good breeze where we were at. There was a nice
Yeah.
breeze that would come through once in a while, so it wasn't
Well,
too
that's good.
terrible. But oh, I should probably get all of my signs ready, huh? As we go through this one.
Oh, you got
They got pictures of all my signs.
Oh,
so.
okay. All right. So, for those that don't follow Joey O'Reilly on TikTok, Joey and Devontae started the show with their junior heavyweight championship match. It basically flew off the rails of a lot of, chicanery. Joey won by DQ because
Joey got mad at me.
who?
Joey got mad at me.
Yes, he did because you're always pushing his buttons. But yeah, Joey won by disqualification. Yeah, that's Minder's sign because Joey had made a TikTok, like, what was it, the day before or that day? I can't remember.
It was the day before. No, 2 days before. 2 days before.
Basically lamenting that somebody on his route at work said that to him and it rubbed him the wrong way. So what does old Spoon Girl have to do but make a sign and hold it up in big letters? And he did not react appropriately.
I got flipped off.
Yeah, which he can do because number one, it wasn't as family friendly, and two, it's his house. What are you gonna do? Sit him home? He's right there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so Devontae retained the championship by disqualification. Well, by being disqualified. So Joey did not get his triple crown on Saturday.
Yeah, because somebody showed back up Saturday.
That would be one dreaded lion, Chris O'Brien.
Mm-hmm.
Still not cleared to compete, but definitely you can see he's on the mend. And
I feel like we kind of called that last week, Reb. Am I imagining things?
we said that could happen.
I was just thinking.
Yeah. So yeah,
But,
we make things happen, Minderz. So
we do.
Yes. All right. Next up, Minderz. LDLC, the poor bastard, taking on the Grand Regent, Camaro Jackson.
My shirt.
Yes. That is a fine garment you have on there, Minderz.
Oh, there was Anakin.
Oh,
with his
there you go.
Garfield.
That's a pretty darn good Garfield.
Yeah, it was a real good Garfield.
Minders, why don't you show the people the sign you had for the LDLC Camaro Jackson match?
Yeah, hold on, I gotta find it because I sent it in the group chat and I
Well,
forgot to
we've
save
talked for a couple of weeks, ever since we found out about this match, that we were going to wonder just how far he was going to be thrown by Camaro.
it. Which it worked out kind of nice that they stuck that I was back a few rows back from the from the ring because yeah, let me see here. I gotta find it. I need to start putting these in places where I can easily find them instead of having
Yeah,
to
make a
scroll.
folder.
Yeah, that takes work.
Does it, though?
Sometimes, yes, it does.
Well, fair enough.
Nope. That was your cat digging in a box.
Papa Pullman, he did not set a new Yeet record. He did throw DLC across the ring, but it wasn't quite on the epic scale of a Benjamin Trust.
Yeah, he didn't get yeeted like Trust did.
I said I wanted to go up in the balcony.
That was our plan. That was what we were hoping for. Okay, wait. I might be getting close here. Maybe. Oh, you know what?
This is riveting TV.
Shut up. Yeah, because, well, you're right. I'm not tossing a set of headphones across the room, so at least not yet. I know I did this. Where the heck are they? I can't find it. Maybe you could find it faster.
My apologies to AJ, because these were going to be going to him for use before they died a miserable death yesterday.
They did die a miserable death. There it is. I found it.
Okay. Throw
This is what I
DLC
did.
here with the target. And you kind of tickled Camaro with that sign, Minders.
I did, but nobody could tell.
No, because he was wearing the mask.
He was
that
wearing
he'd
the
stolen
mask.
from DLC. And I thought he was going to take DLC's other mask, the one that he was wearing during the match.
I thought he was going to start making a collection, honestly. Exactly. I kept yelling at him to do it. And
So did
I.
Unface him.
I got such the look from the little girl that was sitting in front of me, though. She was the biggest DLC fan. Oh, man. She was mad at me. Because I kept telling Camaro, do it. Yeah, he tried to take his head with it, too. He really did.
Yes. Yeah, the little fella sitting next to me with the fan, he was marveling, no pun intended, at LDLC Spider-Man attire.
Ah, no pun intended. I see what you did there. Yeah.
But he was confused about why DLC's mask didn't match his gear, so I had to smarten him up and said, yeah, the guy he's wrestling took his mask, and then right then Camaro came out wearing the mask.
That always. But yeah, I'm pretty sure DLC's not. He's really not happy with the shirt I have on right now. But okay,
no,
it's all right. I don't.
It's such a good name, the Grand Regent. It sounds important. It sounds epic.
It does sound epic. But
I got
my shirt. I got my keychain. I was a happy girl Saturday.
Yep. Also, we got a guest. Camaro will be joining us next Wednesday, Minders, on the shootout.
Woohoo! I'm excited. Oh,
yes.
Well, I guess y'all are going to see this shirt 2 weeks in a row. My bad.
Are you going to put up the "Where's Your Mask" sign on the door?
I might have to. I'll get the "Where's Your Mask" sign. I might put the "Throw DLC Here" sign up too.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. We'll get both of them up here.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, who do we have?
Well, we have.
I know we're at the wrong spot of our crawl.
Shining Light Championship. Benjamin Trust and Kenny Calix.
Oh gee. Oh wait, I got another sign. And I'm really close to that one. So
Sign Girl Minders.
Then we had our
Yankee Doodle Dwee. That's just disrespectful, Minders.
That's all right. I put it up on his Facebook today.
I saw.
He's and now I'm not in a Facebook
feud.
No, it's not a feud because our buddy, crap, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Scott Harden.
Mm-hmm.
He's in there saying, "Why are you and Elizabeth always so mean to him?" And I'm like, "There's reasons. I've got my reasons." And he's like, "Well, I don't know. Yeah, it was you. It was you." But yeah, I'm like, we've got our reasons. We don't like him. So I make really mean signs. Yeah, you were close. You were close.
So this was Kenny Calix going 0 for 2 thus far in the quest for gold.
So at this point, on my sign that I should have made, that AJ told me I should have made, that would have said Kenny 3 belts, Kenny 2 belts. We would have been down to Kenny, hopefully 1 belt, because he would still have one more chance at that belt, at a belt.
Yes,
So,
yes. But we'll get to that here in a few minutes.
Yes.
All right. What was next?
Mercy.
Here?
Mercy.
Oh,
Brittany.
yes. Mercy versus Brittany K. Reign Victoria in Mercy's corner. And no surprise, Reign got involved.
No. Why would Reign do that?
Apparently there's some resentment between Reign and Brittany.
Ah.
I mean, that's just what I'm taking from it, but
yeah, Mercy ended up winning that one. I was cheering hard for Brittany K. I didn't have any signs for that one.
No
signs for that one.
Still very impressed by Brittany in a losing.
Oh, I am too. Yeah. From where I was sitting at, I was kind of sitting down behind people, so I could see like the tops of their heads on occasion and kind of see what was going on. Which was my own fault. I could have asked to be inside, but I didn't want to deal with the heat.
Right. Which is ironic because you're always cold.
I know. Well, but if I get too hot, then it's bad deal. Bad deal. So if I get too hot, then I get lightheaded, and then you're running me somewhere to either get water. Yeah.
Send you in to go make a beer run in Joey's garage.
Hey, I didn't drink it all during the show. Thank you very much. Didn't touch it.
No.
It was after the show.
All right. What was next? TNT Championship. Tommy Davis versus Nick Depp, Theo White, and B.A. Malkin.
Did you say Johnny Depp?
I almost said Johnny Depp. I saw the last name on there.
He's not even close. Not even close.
Yeah, Nick and Mercy were kind of pushing the family-friendly boundaries a little bit on their entrance.
Just a touch.
Just a smidgen.
Just a smidge.
Yeah.
Just a smidge. Hey, the right man won on that one. I told you. Tommy. I told you last week. I said it's 4 people in a match. I'm going with my multi-man rule, and it was exactly what I thought it would be.
I'll be honest. I was expecting Theo to get the belt back.
Were you?
Because he has that track. The last year's Saturday Night Explosion is when he won it for the first time. So.
Yeah, but he's got some other stuff going on right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're not. I'm kind of wondering if they won't be the next people to take the tag belts off of Luminary and Hippie Johnny. So, just a prediction.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it makes you wonder who's gonna be the one to take the belt off of Tommy though. Because he's gone through just about everybody.
He has. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, it could be Anakin because Anakin's going for it now.
Yeah.
So it could very well be Anakin.
Yeah. Okay, Minderz, we finished up the night with the Edgewood Rumble on Saturday, and I actually made a list of all the participants.
Okay, well, I have my sign ready, so whenever I had a sign ready for one of the participants.
For one of the participants. Okay. Okay, so start off, and this is Royal Rumble style. So it starts with 2, then somebody comes in every.
It was every minute, wasn't it? I think it was
something
like every
minute and a half, maybe.
It was pretty quick. They weren't in there for very long.
So starts off CMC and Kenny Calix for the first 2 in.
And they didn't even fight each other.
No, I was waiting for the stab in the back from
Kenny?
the Prince of Yugoslavia,
Oh,
CMC.
you thought CMC was going to attack
I thought he was
Kenny.
going to double cross him.
Okay.
Third man in the match, Minderz, was referee Bradley Todd.
Poor guy.
And I'm gonna say it. I was kind of impressed by Bradley. He put up a fight.
He did put up a fight. He did a lot better than the last time he was in one of the Rumbles. So
I don't remember the last time. Was that the Halloween Rumble thing?
yeah.
Okay,
He was in and out pretty quick. So that one,
he was laying some shit in on people.
He was. I was proud of him. He did a good job.
Yep. And then got eliminated. Went right back to refereeing.
Yep. We'll talk about that comes up later.
Nick Depp entered number 4.
Yay!
He lasted a good while too.
He did. He did last a while.
J.R. Lindsay, I haven't seen since a few months back at Mattoon.
Right. I was excited to see. Well, I
like his style.
He was there when Brittany Kay was there the last time. So I have a feeling
maybe they're training partners.
Train and travel together. So
yeah. All right. Devontae Knox came in number 6.
Now I was surprised. This is where I started to be surprised when they were bringing some of the, and I don't know why it didn't hit me with Kenny, but I was like, wow, okay.
That's when we guys doing double duty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hellboy the Bellboy was number 7.
He didn't like my sign, and he says the next time I show my sign, he's ripping it. You got to catch it first, buddy.
Right. See, Theo White, number 8. I enjoyed the little face-off we got between Theo and Lindsay. Kind of got a little bit of a hot fight going there.
That would be actually, I wouldn't mind seeing that one.
Me either.
All the time. Yeah.
I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Then LDLC, number 9. Probably thinking it's Lucky Stars Camaro wasn't in this.
Yeah.
Joey O'Reilly came in number 10, followed by B.A. Malkin.
He didn't like my sign either.
No.
I don't have one of those, though. Although that sign got some use in that match.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. CMC took it and hit him over the head with it, and then apparently somebody almost fell on it outside of the ring.
I think it might have been BA.
Was it?
I think it was. It was on the other side from where I was, but
well, that'd been why he was so mad and carrying it around after the match.
Maybe
he was, and then he looked at me. He's like, "Is this yours?" I'm like,
"What do you think?"
Maybe it's mine. I don't know. What did it do? And then I'll tell you.
All right. Mercy came in number 12 there. So
12.
And she was laying some shots in on people she probably shouldn't have been. Theo White, Devontae, Joey at all.
Okay. All right.
I believe she tasted the cakes, if I remember right.
Oh, I saw so many good Devon Tentas this weekend.
Oh, some good Devon Tentas.
There were so good Devon Tentas this weekend.
Number 13, Max W. House came in. Basically, he was only there for one purpose, and that was to eliminate DLC.
Mm-hmm. And I have a feeling we're going to have a little bit of a switch with him. So, yeah Desiree helped me hold up the BA sign because I was too far back that I don't think he could see it, and then he did see it. And, I didn't realize how much heat Camaro could get, though, because, man.
You forget how good of a heel he is. Because when I first started going to 0-1 shows, he was still with the Premier as the heavyweight champion and getting all the heat. But he's been so good as that babyface the past year plus that you forget just how damn good of a heel he is.
Oh, and he's so good. I think he made one girl cry.
I think it was Harley, wasn't it?
Yeah, he made Harley cry, and then he got in like a screaming match with the other girl that usually sits over there by Harley.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh boy. Like, it was to a point where she wouldn't even look at him when he came down. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Do your thing, girl. Do your thing.
Yeah. Minderz, the last entrant in the Edgewood Rumble was your buddy, Benjamin Trust.
Yeah, not my buddy. Not my buddy.
Is that just because you didn't get your 8x10?
No, I don't. Why would I want an 8x10 from him? Why? I
don't know. You got BA's pants.
That's different. That's different. Totally different. The pants are match worn. It's totally different.
So if you had Benjamin Trust sunglasses, that'd be different.
If I had sunglasses, yes. I would totally steal the sunglasses. I was going to try to steal the sunglasses again Saturday.
You were trying to steal the briefcase last time you had a chance.
I was. I told him the next time he sets it up in front of me where I can't see the match, it's gone. I said, I will have it. Yeah, Benjamin tries to get in everybody's face. He's a big wimp. He's a dweeb. He's a dweeb. Talked a lot of smack at me and blah, blah,
Breaking
blah.
news, Benjamin Trust dweeb.
He's a Yankee Doodle dweeb. Get it right.
Oh, how could I miss that?
Right? Hey, your wife helped me come up with it.
That's true. That's true. You called me on
Thursday.
Was it Thursday night?
Yep.
In a panic because you had no sign ideas for Trust or Malkin.
Yeah, I couldn't come up with anything.
And you and the wife put your heads together and came up with some good stuff there.
She goes, "What's a song title?" And it's 4th of July. What? And I go, "Yankee Doodle Dweeb." And she goes, "Perfect. I love it." Oh, are we back to bitch ass Malkin again?
Well, Kenny and BA had quite a to-do out on ringside after that Rumble was over.
They did, if I remember correctly. Kenny, did you slip on the sign or did BA slip on the sign? Somebody slipped on the sign. I don't remember who, though. Don't remember who.
No.
But then, so we hung out, talked to a bunch of the crowd, talked to a bunch of the wrestlers, watched some fireworks.
Yep. Young DJ wanted to get you to let him get in the ring.
Yep. No, shoot, Kenny is the one that slipped on it. My bad. Thank for Joey. Yep. But yeah, little DJ won in.
And yeah, Devontae, we were getting to that. Devontae did win that Rumble. Some pretty slippery tactics, if you think about it. He outsmarted everybody, Minderz, because he went out through the middle and then kind of laid low a little bit until I think CMC was the last man in the ring, and then Devontae rolled right back in and tossed him out, much to my delight.
Oh, I'm sure you were excited. I'm not saying that I wasn't. I mean, I didn't really expect anything less. In all honesty, I was hoping it would come down between Trust and Devontae. Put the two guys with the belts in there together. I was kind of hoping, but then at the same time, Devontae is smart. He's not going to do more work than he has to. He's going to work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
So it doesn't make any sense for him to stay in there and fight for the whole time. You may as well go out through the middle, because then you're in the Rumble forever. Just ask Chris.
Kenny says, just need to say Ben may have won the match, but who had who knocked silly?
That knee, he did that knee again. The knee, and I told him, I said, did you tell Trust that was a little gift from me? I'm just gonna start talking to all Trust's opponents and be like, hey, yeah, the worst move, like the one that could do the most damage, all of those, they're from me. I talked to you guys, told you to make sure you did those, so yeah. But we'll see. But yeah, then I got held or grabbed onto by a little kid, and apparently I was a security blanket, and I'm not sure what all happened. It was a good time.
The little ones, they get a little scared of the fireworks sometimes, Minderz.
Well, that doesn't explain why at some of the Terre Haute shows all of a sudden I'm surrounded by children. Oh, I'm sure it does. You were feeling loopy Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there. So,
final takeaways from the Edgewood show, Minderz.
It was a good show. I'm not saying it wasn't. I thought for what they were doing to kind of showcase all the talent, to showcase what they can do, try to get more people to the Edgewood shows. I thought it was great.
It was a great crowd.
There was a great crowd there. Don't even want to guess, because I didn't realize how many people were behind me until I stood up. So
yeah. Why is Kenny Collins allowed to show his face around here? Still, he lost every match. It's an open forum, you know.
Open forum. It's open forum. We like all the wrestlers to get in here because it makes our chats more fun.
This is true.
All right, Reb.
If the chat's not lively, it's just you and me talking, and you know.
Okay, so Boss Man said there was more than last year, and they stayed the whole time. They did stay the whole time.
Yes.
So I had fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. The crowd was into it. It was the wrestlers were. I think they enjoyed having the turnout and having the.
Man, I got some little girls. That little girl that was sitting in front of me. I don't know if you could see her or not. Man, every time I rooted against somebody, she was for. Oh, I got like death eyes glare coming back at me. It's like, okay. I'm sorry.
It was like Ms. Girl.
Yeah, it was. It was like Ms. Girl. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I gave the Ben Trust sign to somebody else to hold for a little while. I was like, let's see if he gets away with it now.
Nice. Oof. Well, Minderz, let's talk Sunday. Sliders Showdown Chapter 2, I think was the full name of it. First things first, Minderz, you got the figure for how much they raised for St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
I did. They did raise. Hey, power. As much as you may not like the Prodigy, he did good. He did real good.
They raised a lot of money for a very good cause. So
they did. He raised more than last year, and the final total that he gave yesterday was $4,224.
Very nice.
So that's awesome.
Yes. Congratulations to the Prodigy Project on that one. Devante, humble as always, Devante.
I mean, they did take it over. For them to be banned.
I was going to say, CMC should get credit for raising all the money. He does not get credit for hiring crack security.
Not at all.
May I help you?
Well, hello, Noodles. But, so show kicks off. He goes out there, does his thing. Did you notice somebody was wearing a trauma unit shirt in the crowd, and he made them put on a Prodigy shirt?
Very dictatorial. Come on, man. Free country. Right, Noodles?
But so trauma unit's banned, and then all of a sudden, all the garage doors go up and walks open.
No, first KC came in through the front door and laid a beating on somebody.
Yeah.
Some poor sap, I don't know who it was. And then Theo and Devante threw the doors open, and shit got real.
Oh, it got real.
I'm waiting for this cat to meow into the microphone.
I kind of am too. So, what did we have? Get the crawl up here because I don't remember this. I don't remember the.
All right, so it started off. CMC was doing an open challenge. He wanted a young up and comer to come in like Kenny did last year. Yep. It wound up being LDLC, but before the match could really get rolling is when Trauma Unit showed up. Match got thrown out.
They beat the hell out of CMC.
CMC took a whooping.
He did. He took a whooping. He took.
You would have thought he stole something from those Trauma Unit fellas.
Ooh, hey, he told them what to do. They didn't like it, so they got in his way. So they took care of him.
So, Trauma Unit takes over the show. They're running things. They're making the matches. They're ring announcing. They're
doing everything. If y'all hear that thud, that's Reb's cat's tail hitting the microphone, which is hilarious.
Yeah, you're getting chuckles, Noodles.
But anyway, DLC, while he's out there, he starts talking how he was going to get his shot. He was going to get a shot. And so then he calls Devante chicken and says he won't put the belt on the line.
Which he didn't.
No, but Devante stepped up to the plate.
He really did. That was Devante's first official match of the day.
Okay, I don't know what your cat did, but move the microphone a little bit so you got a slight echo.
Better?
Yes, lots better.
Okay. Her powerful tail knocked it askew a little bit.
I saw that. But yeah, so that was. I mean, DLC put up a fight,
He did.
but
With all three guys.
yeah, because all of them were out there at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't gonna argue with them. Were you?
No.
Hell no.
Heck no. Are you hijacking this show, Mint Noodles?
Apparently she is. All right, so next.
She's not banned, though.
No.
She's cute.
Next up.
The thud heard around the world?
This scared me. That's when you know it's good, is when it
Yeah.
scares me. Because it takes a lot to scare me sometimes.
Do you think that my light is the sun?
Probably.
She's kind of special.
Oh, I did forget about that. Kenny threw the water at Theo. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good times. But then Kenny got in the ring. And then Conley came out.
If you had to guess what the one big mistake Kenny made Sunday, Minderz, what would it be?
Getting hit in the head with Conley's head.
See, I say it's when he decided to hawk a big old loogie at Connolly.
That's true. That's true. Maybe you shouldn't have spit in his face. Yeah.
What is it with those constant headache boys always feeling need to spit on people?
I don't know.
Yeah, Connolly basically scrambled Kenny's brain a little bit with that headbutt.
Yeah, because we were talking to Kenny afterwards, and you could just tell he
was a little loopy.
He had a little bit of headache going on,
Yeah.
so.
Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, Kenny left Sunday with a big goose egg over the weekend. No belts, but he will have more opportunities for sure.
Oh, definitely. He did what, 4?
Had to send a message. He says,
Devontae, before you yell at me, we will talk about how many matches you were in. But Kenny did do 4 matches this weekend, so yeah, more power to him for doing that. So. Papa Boy, he looked rough Tuesday. He was feeling pretty rough Sunday.
Oh, all right. Next up, we got to talk about this. Clayton Clark versus Dalton Davis. Bad scene, man. Dalton, he got hurt.
Well, he did get hurt.
But first, let's talk about the referee.
Yeah.
We could not find a referee for anything, but our hosts stepped up, and the champ stepped in and said, "You know what? I'm going to referee this match."
Yep, Devontae stepped up and refereed the match.
And he did it with a panache and charisma that most referees in 0-1 do not have.
He didn't even pay attention to half of it.
But hey, that was an entertaining 10 count, though.
It was an entertaining 10 count with the little dance moves in the ring. Yeah, that was kind of fun.
We thought Devontae's dancing days were over.
Hey, as long as it's not a dance off, I'm
okay.
It's not
a dance off. That's true.
As long as it's not dance off, I'm okay with it.
Okay. Well, let's get into the match, though. Unfortunately, Dalton did get hurt.
My heart broke for him, too.
Yeah, I think Clayton hit a dive to the floor. Dalton's leg rolled, I guess. Minderz, you know better than I do because you talked to him after the match was over with.
Well, we were hoping it was only going to be a hairline like a hairline or a sprain.
Yeah, I was hoping for sprain.
He's going to be out for a while. I don't know for a fact how long. I just know that on his leg, and it looks like it's a complex break because it kind of goes in and then it goes up.
Oof.
So I think he's going to have surgery, or he said he was going to have surgery.
Yeah.
So just knowing
9 to 12 months, I think they said.
That was my rough estimate. I'm not going to say anything, but that's my rough estimate for the simple fact I had surgery on August on my foot.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get out of the wheelchair till November. So August, September, October, November. So that was at least 3 months, and that was just until I could walk again.
Yeah. I know when I broke my leg, it was about 5 months before I was off everything and able to walk around and
Yeah.
even now I still have a bit of a limp. So yeah, it's going to be a hard recovery. But Dalton's a tough kid. I think he's going to come back. He'll be
Oh,
fine.
he said the comeback is better than the setback. So
Mhm.
he's just want we just want to wish him well. We
Yeah,
want him
speedy
better.
recovery.
So yeah, I don't. Like I sat out there and talked to him for a little while after everybody had kind of gave him a little bit of space and everything.
Yeah.
So I had a compound fracture. Okay. Do I
No,
need
that
to
was me.
show? Oh,
No, I had a
sure.
compound fracture.
Let me see. I've got that here pretty close, I think. Yeah, there it is. And I circled it. But that's where it starts, and then you can see it go
Yeah.
up the bone.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I have a feeling that's gonna. Like I said, I'm guessing by the time with rehab and everything, I'm guessing 9 to 12 months.
Yeah.
And that's just from knowing what we know, which of course isn't much.
Right. We are not doctors or
Mm-mm.
physical therapists or anything like that. But so anyway, after because that match was short, obviously,
You know what?
Clayton-
Here's the kicker. You know what Dalton did the night before that?
what did he do?
At Hybrid, he came off of a ladder. No problems whatsoever, but a simple house dive.
That's
Simple
the
house
thing.
dive.
Everybody forgets it can just be the most random, just freak thing that can cause an injury. It doesn't have to be
Yep.
the crazy dives like Edge jumping off the top of a cage and landing on his
Okay,
feet.
well that was stupid.
Well,
That was just stupid.
but
That's
I mean, Triple H tore his quad just running,
right. Well, Vince tore his quad, both
walking,
quads, walking into the ring.
sliding into the ring.
Yeah.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Right?
Yeah, Kenny has a good point. Chris broke his arm on an elbow drop.
That's true. Here lately.
So did Bryan Danielson, for that matter.
Yep. When I broke my foot, although you want to claim that CMC did it.
I have seen no evidence to the contrary.
Well, I broke it going up a 3.5-inch step. So, I mean,
my story's better.
No, it's not. Well, it kind of is, but I'm not going to put CMC in that crossfire.
I made the mistake of a lifetime on Saturday, Minderz, by telling Chris Cooper what was actually wrong with my thumb.
Your texting thumb?
Texting thumb. That's what they actually call this. Damn. It makes me feel like a friggin' jabroni. Like, come on, they couldn't come up with a better name for it, like psycho thumb or chopping thumb, something like that. No, texting thumb. Smartphone thumb is the other name for it.
Yup. Well, anyway, Devontae then stepped up and went after Clayton, and we got another non-title
match.
Non-title match, but
very highly contested, though.
Yes. Water under the bridge. But yeah, and anytime you see Devontae and Clayton go at it, it's always a good match. I've seen them a couple times, so I'm excited.
See, why couldn't they just say tendonitis? That sounds way better than texting thumb.
God, if I wasn't loopy, I would have ran out there. I want to fight Clayton. You would have tan out there? I think. Okay, there. You got it. All right, ran out there. All right.
Hello, Scotty. He's in the chat again.
Are you still loopy, Kenny? Next, we had a surprise because then we came back from intermission.
I got my cheeseburger. Delicious, by the way. The food was very good.
I had a wrap. It was so good. I had a smoked chicken wrap. It was so good.
Yeah. We got a return, Minderz. Casey Jackson comes out because again they're running the show. But while they're conducting their business, CMC comes back out.
Yep.
So apparently he was not hurt as bad as Trauma Unit hoped, and he had backup when he came back out.
He had some friends. He had some friends. I called one of them. The stars are still being seen. Okay. I called it because I even told you. I said, I think Jordan's here. And you were like, huh? I said, I think Jordan's here. Yeah. But I did not call a truck.
No, Big Truck Thompson showed up out of
He
nowhere.
did. Holy cow.
That's a big fella.
It is a big fella. He definitely gives Theo a run for his money. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. And poor
So,
Casey Jackson got put in a match with Truck Thompson. And we had kind of a gripe, Minders, about this match.
it's not a terrible gripe.
It wasn't a bad match. I enjoyed the match, to be
The
honest
match
with you.
was fun,
But
we had a small gripe.
the challenge was made for a Falls Count Anywhere match. They didn't go anywhere.
Well, and they had rope breaks.
And they had rope breaks.
breaks.
There was a little. I think we can blame Trauma Unit for the booking on this, because I think they did out the challenge.
I don't know, but I'm not blaming Trauma Unit. You go right ahead, but I ain't blaming Trauma Unit for it.
Actually, I'm going to say CMC's running the show. That's his fault. Hope to see more Truck. He was great. Stacy, I agree.
But yeah, so that was
a little miscommunication in that match. Also, Minderz. I think it was KC gave the big corner splash to Devontae on accident. Truck got out of the way.
Yeah.
And then Truck got the win.
Yep.
Over KC Jackson on Trauma Unit's own show. You believe it?
That doesn't seem. I mean, I get it.
So, by my count, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches that Devontae was involved in some form or fashion on that show.
On Sunday.
Plus the 2 on Saturday.
And the one on Saturday or Friday.
So
we're 8, and we're not done yet.
And we're not done yet. We're not done. All right, so we did have a title match on the show, Minderz. Chris Cutler was defending the Mad Bash Wrestling Championship out of Indianapolis.
Now, I will admit, I missed this match because I was outside talking to Clayton and Dalton.
Yeah. So Cutler defended against the Luminary. Kenny, I like the bravado. I give all champions one of their hardest battles 3 days in a row.
He did.
You know what? I see no lies detected.
There's no lies. There's no lies there. He did give them all a run for their money. There were a few times that I wondered if he was gonna. All of them but one.
I was expecting him to have a really good chance to beat Trust.
I did too. I really was hoping he was going to beat Trust. Conley, sorry, Kenny, I love you, but yeah, I can't bet against Conley right now. And in all honesty, I can't bet against Devontae right now. So
right now, they're both on a huge roll right now.
Yeah.
Back to this match though. Cutler against the Luminary. What we'll call the Trauma Unit fan section calling Chris Cutler Puss in Boots the whole time because of his coat. Which had me
missed that part. Yeah.
I hear, come on, Puss in Boots. One of them called him P&B. It's just good stuff.
Yeah.
A very good match, Minderz. You missed a hell of a match here. Cutler retained.
I did hear that.
With a roll up.
I got to see the end. I walked back in about the time it was over because I didn't want to miss. I didn't want to miss the last match.
Very good technical wrestling match. I really enjoyed it. So
I wouldn't expect anything less from those two, actually.
And by the way, this show is this show on Patreon, Minderz, or is it the Saturday night show?
The Saturday night show's up on Patreon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to go back and watch the Edgewood show after what we just talked about, it is on Patreon.
I think eventually this show might be on the Prodigy Project, or
I think it's going to be on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
It's streamed on YouTube.
It's streamed, but then it didn't go back up.
Right.
Because I went to try to watch it again, and it kept saying I was waiting.
I'm gonna chalk it up to administrator error because Papa Pooper was involved in the video production. AJ, you were missed, my friend.
You were. Although it would have been a little warm for you at all of them.
Yeah.
All of them were outside. All of them.
Well, Edgewood could have been outside if I chose to, but I chose to be in the hot box.
And
Sliders
it was open. But
the corner we were in, we had a breeze.
Nice. Yeah, we had a breeze. We were all right.
Yeah. Minderz, we still have to talk about the main event.
I know. I got a bone to pick with somebody in the main event.
I can't wait to hear it. 3 stages of hell match. Theo White versus CMC. CMC picked the first stipulation. Theo picked the second. Then Rob Leach picked the third. If it went to a third decision, that was the structure of the match.
Which obviously it did.
CMC, because he's so creative, decided to go with a traditional wrestling match for the first round. And
he quickly lost that one.
And I think that was strategic on the part of Trauma Unit. They just got DQ'd that first time, just beat the piss out of CMC.
Let him have the winner. Let him have the first win.
What did you think of Trauma Unit rules for the second round? Jordan and Truck Thompson banned from ringside, but Trauma Unit can do whatever they want to CMC in this match.
Hey, that's smart booking. I mean, if you're Trauma Unit, that's smart. If you're Theo, that's smart.
They found some pretty creative weapons in that match, Minderz.
They did. No. Not in that one. It wasn't until the last one.
I don't know where Devontae found that cookie sheet though.
I'm pretty sure I know where he found it. I'm pretty sure I know where he found it. That hurt too. I asked CMC. He said that thing hurt.
I'll tell you what. That thing feels stout when you hold it in your hands.
Why?
That's what they were serving the food on.
Were you holding it?
I did. I graciously took it from my wife because she had her nachos on it. And as I was walking back to the food window to put it back, I don't know. It must have slipped out of my hand, and I couldn't find it. And then I turn around. Devontae Knox has it.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, what are the chances, Minderz, that can happen?
Why do I feel like you handed it to Devontae? And why do I feel like you probably got caught by Mama Cooper? Yeah, he has nothing to say because he. But anyway,
I thought I was pretty slick about it.
You
had it behind my back.
Yeah, you still got busted. So anyway,
I regret nothing. He won the poll. So.
Yep. So now we're at 1-1.
And what was Rob picked the third fall?
Last man standing.
Last man standing. And
then all the toys came out.
Literally, and some went flying past your head, Minderz.
Some of them hit my head, but that's beside the point. We had speed limit signs. We had stop signs. We had a door.
Multiple chairs.
What
was the piece de resistance, Minderz?
This is the bottom half of the piñata that was shaped like a dinosaur.
Was it empty when it was under the ring, Minderz?
No, it was not. There was candy. There was chocolate candy in it.
Yeah,
to boo.
Mostly melting.
Melting in the underneath. But I ended up getting hit in the head with the bottom of the piñata. Everybody tried to get me to take the whole piñata home, and I said, "Oh no." So we sent it home with Scott. So
yeah,
but
I'll be honest. When I saw the piñata, I thought it was going to be full of like thumbtacks or razor blades or something.
It was a family-friendly show. They couldn't do that.
I'm sorry. Do I watch too much GCW, Minderz?
Yes, you do. Now, I'm not saying that's not good wrestling. I'm just saying you watch too much.
Right.
But yeah, I got hit in the head with this.
But we all got some candy out of it, though.
We did, because there was still candy in it, and I caught candy in my hand. So
now, I'll be honest. I didn't see the actual finish of the match. I just saw Theo slide underneath the big overhead door where we were standing because we were getting out of the way.
That's because all we saw was CMC saying, "I'm taking you back to where you came in at," and he looked right at you, and I thought, "Uh-oh."
I deemed that a threat, so I moved.
Yeah,
but it shows how much attention he was paying. That was the door Devontae came through, not Theo.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
Come on, CMC. It's just lazy. You're looking right at him at the beginning of the show.
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, oh crap, you're right. That is. I think your wife got a really good picture of it too. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up real quick. Go ahead. You keep talking about the match. I
was outside of the door. All of a sudden, I see Theo take a bump on the floor, his head and upper torso are outside of the building. And then down comes the door across Theo, pins him down. He can't get free, so they count the 10. There's the picture of Theo in peril. The referee counted the 10. CMC won the last man standing match. And then the 3-stage health 2-1. And
CMC wins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Here's your wife in the pinata.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Why does it look like that's a picture of us that she photoshopped me out of and put a pinata in my place?
Well, you never know.
Well, I thought it was a good show. I'm credit where it's due.
in all honesty,
and Traumina put on a good show.
They were all good shows, but I think Sunday was my favorite one out of all of them. But they were all right up there. It wasn't. There really wasn't a bad show this week.
The food was the best at the Sunday show.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's because I was mad that Popeyes didn't have nuggets or tenders at the gas station on our way there.
I was so mad. Hey, but I got my munchkins, so I was happy.
That's true. and it's not that I don't enjoy the original Popeyes chicken sandwich, but I prefer a nugget or a tender.
Yep. Same with me. I was kind of okay. Guess this is what I'm eating.
At least Barbie got wings. Wings.
Yeah, Sunday did have a crazy crowd.
Yes.
But when you figure CMC's family or all of his friends and everybody's there.
Oh yeah. By the way,
little...
CMC was on here, and I asked if he was going to let the Peanut Gallery jump in the ring this year, and he said no. What happened, Minderz, at the end of that show?
They all jumped in the ring to help him clean up the chocolate that it fell out of the pinata.
I'll tell you what. I forget the fellow's name. Floyd's friend with the colorful mustache.
Uh-huh.
I never seen him move so fast in his life. When that candy came out, he was moving like he had a fire in his butt.
Did you see all the kids that ran up there?
Oh yeah. It? Well, what do you expect? Children love candy.
Well, and I got hit with the pinatas. You know what though? I protected Mama Cooper from getting hit with it. So because she was right behind me, so it works.
Yeah. Oh, you had your mom like the show, Minderz. She was with us on Sunday.
She enjoyed it. She thought it was a lot of fun. She liked it. She liked that they weren't completely trying to get in her lap all the time.
Yeah, the diving was and outside chicanery was kept to a minimum for the most part.
Well, and they all went the other way.
Yes. Well, there was more room the other way.
Yeah, they all seemed to go more towards all the kids that were in CMC's area. So, which is fine by me because that meant I didn't. Although, what I tell Mama, I said when we got to the last match, I said, "All right, we're gonna go stand back here and watch this match from back here instead of you being in that seat right there."
Mm-hmm.
But we did have Truck and Jordan made another appearance. Devontae was still out. I think by the end of the count, I think Devontae had been involved in 9 matches this past weekend.
Well, technically 11 if you count each match in the 3 stages of hell as a separate match.
That's true.
So Devontae's
damn Devontae.
He put the work in.
He did.
And he did the entire Sunday show without his attire, his gear. He did it all street clothes.
He looked comfortable though.
He did. They all did.
Hey, I just hope they enjoyed church that morning. That's all I care about.
And their video games.
And their video games.
Yes.
But
yeah.
Well, Reb, let's pay some bills.
All right, let's pay some bills. Then we're going to get into what we got coming up tomorrow, Minderz. So
sounds good.
All right, here we go.
Did you realize you
Truth.
left the scroll up that entire time?
I did not, but it is gone.
Okay.
But MVP, Devontae, I agree. MVP of the weekend, I think it's
Yeah.
Devontae Knox.
I originally was thinking about giving it to Kenny because he had 3 very tough matches, but so did
True.
Devontae. So
Devontae had
Kenny was
11 tough matches.
yeah. Oh, which was Kenny's best
Ooh.
match?
Okay, I'm going to let you answer this because you saw all 3.
I did see all 3. I don't know. Between him, they were all really good matches. They were all my favorite matches of the night on each show. So how do I pick that?
That's classy, Kenny. Classy move. Credit where it's due there.
Which one would you say, Reb? Between
Out of the
Saturday
2 that
and
I
Sunday?
saw,
Yeah.
I think I got to give it to the trust match, to be honest with you.
That was Trust was kind of the one I was going with. I was thinking about too because that was so good.
It was really
so
good. That's the one I think Kenny had the best shot in to get the win.
Yeah, the most. Well, I mean, I thought he was going to have a pretty good shot, Devontae too, but I still didn't see him. I honestly, with it being Devontae's show, I didn't see Devontae losing the belt.
Yeah.
But
I'm reading AJ's message with the Mark Briscoe quote. Oh, should I read it, Minderz, on here?
Yes, please do, because I think it's hilarious. Because
apparently on Dynamite, Mark Briscoe did an interview, and he says, "quote Zack Sabre Jr., you ain't nothing but fish and chips, you Peppa Pig baby." End quote. I love Mark Briscoe.
Oh, when are they going to get him away from pockets? Okay. Anyway, Kenny did have Devontae beat, but then Theo. There was a little chicanery going on, so there was some. Like I said, it was a good show, and they videoed it, so hopefully it'll be up on Patreon that you can watch.
Yeah,
it. So
that'd be great. I'd love to see it.
Because it was
I thought about it, but I couldn't get away after work. It was too close after I got off work.
Yeah. Well, it was right after I got off work. In fact, when we were walking up, Devontae was coming out. So that was.
So you were really cutting it close.
Yeah, we were cutting it real close.
Yeah.
So.
The Dingo Eater, Minderz?
It's one of his moves. Is
that the knee?
I think maybe. Is that what you're calling your knee, Kenny? I don't know. I really don't know. But let's move on and talk about tomorrow night because I'm hungry.
All right. Thursday night throwdown. Back on Thursday tomorrow night, Minderz, after the Saturday show. And
there's a lot of things that are going to need to be addressed, I think, Thursday.
I think so. So we have, looks like 6 matches and then a schedule to appear with some various names on it. So let's start with the matches here.
Card subject to change.
Card subject to change, as always. All right. So first up, we have Devontae Knox versus Gwen Niadana.
I think this has potential to be pretty good.
Oh, he says it's the brain eater type move.
Okay.
Okay.
I was confused at first when he said type love. I was like, okay.
Yeah. All right. So continue with your thoughts here, Minderz, because I interrupted.
Well, I think this is going to be Gwen's first. Not saying that when she fights like the Luminary or Anakin, that hasn't been a tough match for her. But I think this is probably going to be her biggest challenge to date.
Yeah, Devontae's a whole different animal at this point.
Yeah. So
plus he's on a roll after wrestling 11 matches in 3 days.
Right? So as much as I like Gwen, I'm sorry, Gwen. I've got to go with Devontae.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. He's been on a roll.
Why are you getting mad at us already? We both went for you.
Wait, is he saying boo or is he calling you boo?
I doubt he's calling me.
I don't know. I don't know how the kids talk.
That's
It's,
true.
I'm not the hippest fella in the candy shop these days. So, in my dungarees and my
To her. Okay.
yeah. Thank
Gotcha.
you. All right. Next up, a stern test for our TNT champion Minderz. Tommy Davis versus the Glitch.
Hellboy the Bellboy.
Howdy. Uh, are you gonna go and bring the sign, Minderz, just to call his bluff?
No. No. I got things I got our watch along tomorrow. I can't go tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's true. We're busy tomorrow.
We're busy tomorrow. We're gonna have to wait and watch it on Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think this one's pretty. I'm going for Tommy, but I wouldn't be. I want to see who else is going to be there, and then I might come back to this one.
Okay, so tentative Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
which is a mouthful. All right, next up, LDLC against Anthony Lopez. Okay, so I was right. I always forget which one I had guessed because you said I was right, so I have to remember what it was. So Lopez and DLC. I got to pick Lopez here. You've been very impressive every time I've seen him.
Yep. And I wonder too how much. Here's the other thing: is Max W. House going to be lurking?
He may. I
Because
don't remember him being announced for a match, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be there.
That doesn't mean he won't be there. So there's always
Kenny's hot. Did you catch the first part of that, Minderz?
I did.
Oof.
Oh, I'm sure Kenny's going to get his crack here.
Oh, I'm sure.
So.
I'd say he's earned it. That's the only belt he didn't challenge for this weekend. So
it was the only belt he didn't challenge for this weekend. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with Lopez because I think
you think Camaro might still be in DLC's head a little bit.
Camaro is still in DLC's head. So
and then we got the Max W House
situation and.
Sorry, Harley, we're picking Lopez.
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
No, I'm not either.
I've kind of made a my life goal to go against everybody that she roots for, just to
except for
her.
Carrot.
No, she doesn't like Carrot now. She told me.
What?
Yeah, she doesn't like Carrot now.
Lopez is so damn strong, dude.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've noticed watching him in the ring. You can see he's a strong boy.
He is. Now, Harley's all about the Luminary now. The Luminary and Hippie Johnny. So.
You mean Biodiesel?
Biodiesel. Yes, Biodiesel. But yeah.
All right, so we're both picking Lopez there.
We're both probably going to be wrong because I have a feeling. But I like Lopez, so let's go there.
I like to go for the dark horse sometimes. Speaking of Biodiesel,
oh boy,
there he is, Hippie against Quest.
I'm going to go with Quest.
I'm going to go with Hippie because Luminary is going to be in the building.
Yeah, but
now, granted, so is Bradley.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm going with Quest. Quest has been showing some real good stuff here lately, and he won.
He has
at the last Thursday show. So
yeah. All right. I'm going to stick with Hippie, but I will not be upset if I'm wrong.
I will be upset if I'm wrong.
All right. Speaking of both those guys, the Luminary and Bradley are going one-on-one. So. Minderz, you're really getting on his nerves.
You started it. How did this all get turned on to me?
I started it, but you took to it like a fish to water, didn't you?
I did. I sure did. I enjoy it. I enjoy it so much. Oh, look! Bradley!
He gave a guy in Tennessee named Jameson shook a lot of problems last week, and Jameson is not in any way some slouch. There's a heck of an endorsement for Hippie. So
there you go.
All right, Luminary and Bradley, Minderz.
I think the Luminary needs a win. They haven't had a win in a minute.
No.
So I think
They lost
need
on Friday
one.
and Saturday. Or not Saturday, Friday and Sunday.
Right.
So
I think they need a win.
I think you're right, but I think the slide's going to continue a little. I'm picking Bradley on this one.
Hey, I'm not going to be upset if I'm wrong. I'm really not.
Or if I heard that before.
I think you said it about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Not even 5, maybe about 3.
Yeah, close to that. Yeah. All right. Next up here, Minders, Anakin Murphy and Noah Clover.
Okay, so going back to the Tommy Davis Hellboy the Bellboy match.
The glitch.
The glitch.
To be fair.
Anakin's going to be in the building. That was who I was waiting to see if he was going to be in the building or not.
And Kenny is going to be in the building. I'm going to throw this up, also appearing. Kenny will be there.
Okay.
He's not asked for a match. And BA is going to be there. So Tommy's got a lot of people kind of chasing him that are going to be in the building on.
Hey, when you're the champ, you get a target on your back. So I mean, and I think Tommy's ready for it. I think he's ready for all of them, but
so far he's
just not all at the same time.
Right.
Like,
and that could happen. He took 3 of them on Saturday. So
I understand that, but I still don't think. I don't think he's going to lose the belt if 3 of them come at him at the same time. Is what I'm saying. That multi-man match thing is still. I'm still sticking true to it.
It's a foolproof rule of thumb.
It's not foolproof. It's not foolproof.
Well, no. All right, let's get back to this. Anakin and Noah.
I love Noah, and Noah did so good Friday, but I gotta go with Anakin. He's on a rampage here lately.
He really is, and he's got to get over a loss to Chan on Friday.
He does.
So that he's going to have a little extra motivation there.
He does. So I'm going to go with Anakin.
I'm inclined to agree. It'll be a hell of a match, though.
Hey, you know something we didn't talk about, though, that happened Sunday?
What's that?
Remember they had Angler as a security, and Rob ripped him a new one.
You know, I kind of feel kind of bad for the Angler. I mean, he's getting just undressed in front of people in public.
But you know, he'll probably be sitting he'll have to be sitting in the audience on Thursday. So,
at what point does he just say hell with it and then just slap Rob?
Oh, I think it's coming. I think he's dumb if he does it, but I think it's coming.
Well, right now he's got to think about Papa Pullman because, despite what Rob says, Angler's going to be at that tax return show in August because Anakin is basically deemed it so.
Well, Anakin said it's a fishing match, not a wrestling match. So.
Oh, wait, they're fishing in the ring?
I have no idea how it's going to work. We'll find out how it's going to work.
All right. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Well, we got Anakin coming on at the end of the month. He'll have to explain some of this stuff to us.
Right, because there's some crazy matches that are going to be happening, and I'm interested to see what all of these are.
Yes. So, all right. So that's what we got looking forward to for tomorrow. They haven't announced any matches yet for the Peoria show at the Comic-Con event going on.
The 13th and the 14th. From what I understand, they're having a show on each day. So.
Oh, okay. So we're waiting to hear some details on that, but
yeah. So we got that. Next week we've got Camaro coming on.
Yes. Don't forget we still have Parkade this weekend.
Yeah. And neither one of us can make that one.
No, we're not going to be able to make it on that one, but
hey, boss man, if you're still listening, or Kenny, we missed you. We were supposed to give you something to take to Parkade, and we totally forgot to give it to you. But Kenny, can you send me results, please, so we have them for next week? I'd appreciate it.
Yes, that would be very much appreciated, so we can at least throw it up there. And maybe we'll see if we can get somebody to come on, if not next week, just briefly, maybe like 5 minutes or so, to kind of go over some things before we get Camaro in.
I'll check with Scott, see if they're going.
Okay.
Or maybe we could get, hey, I bet the
Maybe we can
angler
get-
has to go sit in the audience, so
Yeah, but his opinion might be skewed by rage.
that's true.
I mean, we can always see if we can get Ruber. Oh, Scott's saying he can send results. Excellent.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you, Scott.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, Minders, for having no guest, we still win about an hour and a half.
Yep. That's
I mean, it
because
was
we usually
granted we were
talk
talking
about the same stuff with the guests. So
true, and we had to talk about 3 separate shows. So
yeah.
it's
And we knew, and hey, again, shout out to the Prodigy Project for raising
Yes.
over $4,000 for St. Jude.
yes.
Devontae,
Shout out to Devontae for.
I hope you did well with your Paint the Town Purple, the
Mhm.
wrestling thing that night. I hope that went well. I hadn't heard anything on it, so
Yeah. Shout out to the people of Edgewood for showing up on Saturday. And,
yeah, no kidding.
I think
And
they got a good percentage of the population of Edgewood at that wrestling show.
I think they did too. Because I felt like there was probably close to 150 at least.
Yeah, we didn't get a head count on that, but I wouldn't be surprised. This is more entertaining than the Mercedes Moan promo followed by a Chris Jericho promo. Well, that's high praise, AJ. We appreciate that.
Thanks. We're one. It's like the nicest guy in prison.
Anybody that does not want to watch the debate tomorrow night, join us on Facebook on the Jumping the Rail Facebook page. We're going to be doing a watch along at 7:00 of the Great American Bash from 1990, just because it's just as a distraction. So
we need a distraction.
We need the distraction. So we're going to watch some classic wrestling tomorrow night.
Oh, that reminds me. I want to charge my headphones for my Bluetooth, so that way I can.
Another plus for this, I don't have to charge anything. It's just all plugged into the computer.
Well, yeah, but this way I can have the audio going in this ear and have you guys in my other ear, and we'll see how well that works.
Yeah.
And stay tuned, because possibly Saturday we might have a little quick what happened on Collision on Jumping the Rail.
Right.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Oh, no, it'll probably be Sunday. I can't do it Saturday because I'm going to fireworks on Saturday night at Arthur.
And we're not going to be home either, so it'd have to be on Sunday.
So that's
before Forbidden Door.
Are we seriously?
I'm not paying for it.
I'm not paying for it.
Maybe I'll wait till Monday.
Well, when you find the link that you can watch it on, you send it to me, because I ain't paying for it.
Oh, no, we're talking whole show.
We're doing the whole show, Papa Pullman. We want to make sure that we cover all of that debate, so we don't have to watch any of it.
From the Iron Sheik and Captain Mike Rotunda all the way to Ric Flair and Sting.
And we're starting at 7, correct?
Starting at 7, not 6.
Not 6.
I need an hour to get home because I'm doing the first gig rock camp in Danville all week. So
everything this week has been thrown off just a little bit.
It's just been a little cattywampus.
It's been cattywampus, but if you get a chance, Papa Pullman, I know Scott Harden was in there. Papa Pullman, I don't remember if you saw it last night or not, but we had when we had the Grappler on the second time at 8:30. If not, go back and check that out on YouTube, because we had such a good time.
He was so cool.
So cool.
Great stories.
Did he give you a number yet?
No. Well, last time he just gave Nord my number, and Nord called me out of the blue.
So maybe he'll give Anthony your number. So
maybe, yeah. So no, fingers crossed. I just gotta keep an eye out for I'm not sure where he lives, if he still lives in Tennessee. So I gotta keep in mind, like, where the phone calls are gonna be coming from. But
so shout out to CMC for letting me have this part of the pinata.
His penmanship is awful, by the way.
It's not. Hey, he's writing on ripped paper, so you got to give him a little credit. Yeah, all right, Papa Pullman.
If I wasn't on vacation, I wouldn't be able to do it either. So,
but yeah. So shout out to everybody this weekend. You guys put on a hell of a show.
Yes, well done.
All of them. All of them were good.
Yes.
Yeah, was very pleased that there wasn't one that I was kind of like, I got to go to this one now. But
Everything was
good.
Yeah. And so if you're going to Thursday Night Throwdown tomorrow, enjoy. We'll be watching it on the Patreon when it comes around. And then join us next week. We're going to have the Grand Regent, Camaro Jackson, joining us live next Wednesday.
You need to do 0-1 stuff.
Oh yeah, I do that, don't I?
Yeah, that's on you. That's not me.
If this isn't a hard sell, I don't know what is, Minderz. He just says, "Hey, I get up at 5:30 and I'm doing it. Tune in to see me get progressively drunker as the show goes on, watching and talking."
Oh boy! Can't wait for 9 o'clock to hit.
Oh boy! All right. Well, Minderz reminded me. 0-1 merchandise: t-shirts, water bottles, tumblers, coffee mugs, travel mugs, all kinds of good stuff. Keychains, stickers. And, of course, all the t-shirts you can get. You get the logo shirts there. You can get the Get Your Shit and Move. You can get the original Corn-Fed Hero Reign Victorious shirt. You get the 0-1 Army shirt, 0-1 USA versus everyone, the EOE Reign shirt, or your 2 Thursday Night Throwdown shirts there. Patreon.com/01 USA, $5 a month, and you get all the TNT shows. You get Mattoon shows as they're added, and a bunch of other cool stuff on there. Promos, pictures, whatever, what have you. And then Thursday Night Throwdown every Thursday, 7 o'clock. Doors open, $7 to get in or $20 for a punch card. And yeah.
That is the fastest you have ever gotten through that.
It's getting to be muscle memory now. I'm like the Micro Machines guy.
Oh, well, like I said, try to wait and see. Maybe Sunday we'll have Minderz trying to read something without taking a breath. And
and who knows, maybe there'll be exclusive footage of me sending a headset flying to its doom.
Yes!
We'll see.
Watch for flying headsets. It's almost as bad as iron cakes.
You really want that to be a shirt, don't you?
Okay. I don't know, because then I'd feel obligated to buy it. I'm broke right now.
Yeah, it's not easy. All right, well, Minderz, let's get out of here. I'm hungry. I think you're hungry.
Yep.
And so until next week, well, hang on again.
You know what? Hold on.
What?
One more shout out that I think we need to give is to Stephanie Cooper. Mama Cooper.
Okay.
The
Cooper I like.
The Cooper you like, because she helped a lot with that Prodigy project on Sunday.
No, she didn't stop moving the whole time we were there.
She did not. So
when Dalton got hurt, she was running over there, ice and all that stuff.
Yep.
I think she offered to drive him to the hospital, but he was going to go to his doctor in Indiana.
Which I don't blame him.
No.
I would want to go to my own doctor too. I totally get it. So, but yeah, shout out to her though, because she.
Credit where it's due. All the Coopers did a great job Sunday.
Yeah. Are you giving Papa Cooper credit?
A modicum, because don't forget he did screwed up the YouTube rewatch.
Nah.
Or we can't watch it on YouTube, but
I know, because I really want to see when that pinata hit me, because I know.
I want to see what happened to that cookie sheet that I dropped. Like, how did I lose it?
Sure. Hopefully they have evidence of you handing it to Devontae.
It just slipped out of my hand, and then I turn around, Devontae has it. It's a whole thing. All right, Minderz, can we get out of here?
Yes.
All right. Until next week, for Minderz, this is Reb. Reminding y'all, life is hard, work stiff. We'll see you guys next time.